Rec League podcast. Tell your friends and your neighbors, tell your family and your haters. Available on Podbean, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Radio Public, Good Pods, Pocket Casts, Breaker, and Stitcher. At Rec League Podcast on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Blue Sky. At Rec League Pod on Twitter. Episode 187. Coming soon. Yo! Whether you watching this from Facebook, Twitter, click the link in my Instagram or YouTube itself. What up, world? So I just watched The Punisher, One Last Kill. It is the most recent special presentation from Marvel Studios on Marvel Television on Disney Plus. I think it's the first one since the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special. Werewolf by Night is also out there. This stars Jon Bernthal and Deborah Ann Woll, Jason R. Moore, and Judith Light are also in it. It is directed by Reynaldo Marcus Green. I think him and Bernthal wrote it. He, off the top of my head, I know he directed King Richard. I want to say he directed One Love, the Bob Marley movie, too. This, I want to say, like, I didn't catch a concrete, like, hey, this is when this takes place. So maybe this is after season 2. Maybe this is after Born Again season 1. Maybe this is right before Spider-Man Brand New Day. I don't know. But you got Frank Castle, Jon Bernthal, and he's tormented. Like if you know the history of Frank Castle, like you know, like mentally he is fucked up. And he had done some things. He had punished previously, like off camera. We see a little bit in flashbacks, and he has to deal with the repercussions of who he didn't punish. Punisher is one of my favorite Marvel characters, up there with Daredevil, up there with Wolverine, Blade. Spider-Man is my number one. That's the list. Jon Bernthal is my Punisher. He, like, his range, his just like calm, cool. Like there's a moment in this where he's just like floating through the chaos. Like they should have used that Spike Lee dolly where everything like around him is just violence and gunfire and fire, and he's just like trying to like ignore all of it. Somebody walks up on him outside his home and like, hey bro, like remember me? This is what happened. XYZ, like now I'm coming for you. And his whole like apartment building complex, every floor just turns into madness that he has to survive. And among that, he like finds a new purpose. And like it gets to me, like it got like to a really emotional spot. And like it was great for the character. And like I said, I love the Punisher. I hope we get Punisher movies. I hope he weaves in and out of more movies, pops in more and more seasons, Jessica Jones, Defenders, Heroes for Hire, whatever potentially we might possibly get. Like, everybody wants to see their favorite character in more properties. I don't know for sure, like, what purpose he could serve in an Avengers movie against the Doctor Doom, Secret Wars, whatever. But I'm down to watch. Like I'm telling, like Jon Bernthal is one of my favorite actors too. Like one of my favorite actors playing one of my favorite comic book characters is just like a perfect match for me. And like the way that they like show like his grief and trauma and just struggling to move on and push forward and press forward, you know what I'm saying? Like a little bit of military lingo. And like the characters that he sees but might be there, might not be there, like we don't really know until he knows. And it was just dope execution. I don't know if it's as good as either of the Netflix seasons, but it is on par. Like I really enjoyed what was done with this. I don't think like there are any like glaring issues. Like everybody, like I watch this shit on a big ass TV. Everybody's talking about that one scene where he like falls into that I don't know, like that little space cabinet container thing on that roof. And like one, like could Marvel be taking heat for their CGI? And we're like, it's not that big of an issue to where like, oh man, the Punisher's trash. No, like this shit is a great watch. I'd put it up against anything that they've put out on Disney Plus for Marvel since WandaVision came out. And I think X-Men 97 season 2 is next. So with all that being said, man, I will say that in my opinion, the Punisher One Last Kill is almost dope as fuck. Have you seen Punisher One Last Kill, man? What you think? Positive, negative, somewhere in between? Let me know. I just put up that Daredevil review last week. Movie wise, I just put up an Obsession review. I just put up reviews for Devil Wears Prada 2, Mortal Kombat 2, The Sheep Detectives. Upcoming, I want to watch and review Star Wars, Mandalorian and Grogu. The week after that, I'm not positive I'll watch anything. Rec League Podcast, I think we're going to spoiler heavy talk about Mortal Kombat. So if you haven't seen it, go see that movie and then come back and rock with us. Yeah, man. So like, subscribe, comment. Find me where you find me, man. Don't know where to find me. Watch these credits. Peace.